We are checking out of Saint Martin. Look at the keyboard.
On a French keyboard.
On a French keyboard, yeah. Look at that. And we'll be heading to Saint Barth's. We're very excited. We'll be bringing my dad with us and looking forward to a little adventure. Good morning. We're getting ready to head out to Saint Barth's. So we're just doing some prep around the boat to make sure everything is secure. I do have a boat garden, so I did move. Usually the plants are all along here. I keep those two there. And then in our sink here, I keep my tomato plant and my aloe vera. And then I put my herbs inside on the back side of the sink, which you can see here. Just keeps them stable when we get underway and it gets a little dicey. Another thing I do is I put things in the sink so they don't roll around. I do the same down in the bathrooms. But yeah, we have a lot of decorations and stuff. We have them secured down so they don't budge. Like this little guy here. And then these guys here, so they don't move when we're underway. But yeah, we're getting excited to head to Saint Barth's, and
some of the things we do to get ready are make sure that the dinghy is secured. So we just run the pulley lines to the cleat in case something gives way. At least you're dragging it on your cleat still. Then we hook it through one of the pad eyes on the dinghy here and back to a secondary cleat. So if one cleat rips off, at least you have a second, so you don't look back halfway and figure out that you no longer own a dinghy. Then on the stern here, similar setup. A little bit easier given that the pad eyes up top there. Pull it in tight, get ready. Put up our lifelines on the stairs in case anybody gets loose. Gotta still make sure that our hatches are secured. Big day today because we have our sail bags unzipped and ready to go. We have our nav station up and running. Got a chart for a course put in here. Got a course put in. Got the dash ready to go. Sail bags are open. I still need to organize some of the lines here. Get them set over here so when we go to punch the mainsail, it'll go out a lot easier instead of a tangled mess that we got going. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that squared away. Warming up the engines at 5, pulling anchor in 15. Here at the Saint Barth fish market. Looks like they got some good fish in there. Got a sink full. Fillet table here. End of the line is what they may call it. Pretty cool. Huh? Here's the quick way to do it down here. So it's high school wood shop. Pulling out of Columbia Bay. No idea how to say it. Small little cove that was pretty nice. Heading over to Shell Beach, where we're gonna drop anchor and spend a day or two, which is just on the other side of the downtown hub, which is supposedly closer because the dinghy ride from here is pretty treacherous out and around this point, depending on tide, because through this little cut here, you can make it. Like right now, it'd be a good time to go, but it does get a little choppy depending on the sea state, and there's some rocks there that you definitely don't want to tangle with. So the last couple trips in, we've been taking out around the point where you see that sailboat there and that yacht just making the corner, which is a pretty far dinghy ride, because then once you make that corner, I'll give you a preview here in a second how far you go after that. But definitely nice scenery here. Alright, well, we're on our way around Saint Barth's, and we somehow picked up a rope that wrapped around both props and rudders, stalled our port engine, and locked our rudders so we couldn't steer. In between those two rocks there, which might look like a good distance from here, but when you're adrift with a headwind, not a very comfortable feeling. So we quickly spun around, and luckily we found this little bay over here that we were able to drop anchor in about 25 feet of water or so, and jumped in and cut off the ropes, freed the engines, or the propellers and the rudders, and pulled all the rope out. So hopefully we don't encounter that again, because not a lot of fun on a windy day. Getting that rope out of the prop.
Hi there, I'm here with my dad, John. He's been officially our first guest aboard the Tootsie Marie. We've loved having him. A little bit about my dad's sea experience, if you will. He was in the Coast Guard for 4 years, quite a while ago. The largest vessel he was working on was about 300 feet. And what was the longest you were out at sea for?
About 2.5, 3 months.
2.5, 3 months. So he has some boating experience, or has been, you know, in the open ocean and things like that. So I think that's important to give context. How did you think that differed, or what's this experience been like since you've been here?
For me, it was Tyler and Yvette decided to go on this hiatus to the Caribbean and buy a boat and to sail the seas down here, and I was excited to join them. And knowing what the boat was like, I had a picture of it on my computer, and I would, imagine me being on the boat and what it would be like. And but your imagination is always never matches up with what reality is. And reality is that it was just a delightful time. I've been down here for 17 or 18 days, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. The excursions that we've had, has just been informative, interesting, and the times we set sail for many hours going to Saint Barth's and the various harboring in around the island of Saint Martin and the swimming with the turtles.
Oh, I love that.
You know, it's just a delight. Plus, I get to spend time with my daughter.
Oh, no, it's been really nice. Plus, because normally, you know, my family gets together, but it's nice to have one-on-one time just with my dad.
Well, this is the only time that we've ever spent this much time together.
Yeah, this much time for sure.
Yeah,
Close quarters.
Yeah, it's starting to smell like 3-day-old salmon. It's time for me to go.
No. What do you think about this lifestyle? Because you met some of our friends and kind of seeing all the boats and because it's so foreign for most people.
Oh, yeah.
Even for me coming here with the limited experience that I have. What do you think of the lifestyle?
Well, with all the catamarans, I mean, in Washington State where I'm from, there are no or very few catamarans.
Yeah.
Here, they're plentiful, and the thousands of boats that I have seen since being here is just this lifestyle is just something that you just can't imagine until you're here and experiencing it firsthand. The harboring in, the taking the dinghy into the dinghy dock to go for dinner or go for shopping or to dump the garbage.
Dump the garbage.
You know, your dinghy acts as your car, as if you were home. So you don't go anywhere unless you have a dinghy. It's that simple.
Yes, very important to maintain that dinghy.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
Well, I think it's hard to describe. I think, you know, I have to, gather all my thoughts and put together the highlights, but there were many of them. I mean, the sunset dinners on the Fantail. Enjoyed Saint Barth's, the downtown area is like something you've never seen before. Totally, very French, everything's French. And just the automobiles, the one-way roads, the bakeries, just everything is just so different and fun to experience. So there's been a lot of things, but spending time with Tyler and Yvette is obviously my crowning glory.
Well, we've loved having you. Thank you for being our first guest. I love you, Dad.
No problem. Love you, Evan.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.